Welcome and good morning, ladies of the gathering and friends. It's great to welcome you this morning. We've got folks watching on YouTube. We have folks present here in our sanctuary, and we have people participating via Zoom. So I'm hoping this morning will be a great experience for you. I love the theme, unity in spirit and purpose. And one of the things that we say around here quite a bit is that we believe following Jesus is the best way to live, and we're learning how to live and love like Jesus. And one of the things that we can do to do that together as one is to really look at Jesus's life and look at the life that he lived and then live into that life as followers. And one of the things that I noticed, and you notice it throughout the Gospels, but specifically in the Gospel of Luke, you get to see a day in the life of Jesus. You get to see the rhythm that he lives, and there's really some key components that show up in his life that are really simple, and I think they're really things that we ought to have in our daily life as well if we want to follow Jesus well and do that as well together. And if you notice in Luke 6, if you read the text, it says that Jesus got up early in the morning and he went away to be with his Father. And he spent time with his Father. It says in Scripture that Jesus spent time with his Father every morning and that he didn't do anything that the Father didn't tell him to do. And so he spent time in prayer. He spent time listening. I'm sure he spent time reflecting on the Scriptures that he knew in relation to what God had spoken into the lives of his people through the years. And it was a devotion that he had each and every morning. And then it says in Luke that as he came back, he invited the disciples to go with him. He invited some followers to go with him. And so Jesus not only had this devotional life, he had this connectional life. He had a community of men that he invited to go along with him. And we called them disciples, and there was discipleship in there. And as he discipled them, he asked them to go in turn and disciple others. And they shared this amazing life experience together that has continued on to this day in the life of the church. And then he takes the disciples as he invites them along, and he immediately goes out into the world and he does ministry. He goes out into the world and begins to heal and touch the lives of those that are marginalized. And so Jesus went out and he had mercy and he had compassion. He sought people that sought after him. And in the midst of that, he lived into the calling that God had on his life. And that was to restore all people into right relationship with God. And so Jesus had this missional life. He had a devotional life, he had a connectional life, and he had a missional life. And so as you spend time together this morning, those are the themes that you get to hang out with. And my hope and prayer for you is that you get to hear these amazing speakers that are friends and family that God would speak to you. I really believe that God is always at work. He's always speaking into our lives. And if we take a moment and we're quiet and we pause and we have open hearts and minds, I really believe that God can speak into our lives. And so my prayer for you this morning is that he would speak something just for you, specifically for you, that as you leave this morning, you would feel equipped, empowered, encouraged to be an even more devoted follower of Jesus. And as you ladies do that together, you will be united in spirit and purpose. So enjoy your morning. I'm going to be up in the booth doing all the technology, and preferably that will all work. So, yeah, have a great morning.